I have decided that I'm going to start a crochet business. 2 days ago. I decided 2 days ago. Because no one wants to hire me right now. And I'm starting to freak out a little. And also, why not use this time, you know? So my first step is going to be going through all my stuffs. I have made a lot of stuffs the past year. And seeing which ones are sellable. Obviously, I'm not gonna sell something that didn't turn out right, or I made wrong, or I gave up on. There's a couple ugly things in here, which would not be very kind of me to ask money for. So I'm gonna do 3 piles. I'm gonna do sellable, keeping, and reusing the yarn. I'm just gonna destroy. What is it, frogging? I'm gonna frog it. Ribbit, ribbit. Alright! I'm actually so excited because a few of you guys commented about selling things, and I love when people word things this way, talking about like them deserving their forever home or something like that. And there's this crocheter, I think it's Crochet by Jenna, and she talks about her plushies that way too, talking about like finding their forever home. And also she's like, if you want to adopt a turtle, like her plushie turtles, and I think that's so cute. So I want to use that terminology. We'll go through this real quick. These things that I'm sad to get rid of though, specifically the TXT stuff, but again, I don't wear them, I don't use them, I just made them for fun, and it would make me way more happier knowing that someone's using them than them remaining in my pile for eternity. So eternity. This one makes me so sad because I want to keep it because it's my favorite thing I've ever made and it's so cute, but I don't wear it. And I think if someone buys this, please take pictures of you wearing it and I will live vicariously through you. Okay, I have a lot more in the sell pile than I originally thought I would have, and I think I've woven the ends of all of 1, maybe 2 items here. I honestly thought I would have maybe like 20. This is crazy, and now I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed. Because like I thought these piles would be bigger, and the only reason like I only have 1 of these. Plus, I really love this glove, so I don't know if I give it away anyway. Look at the sparkles. Anyway, I've worn this and washed it. This is the only thing that I've worn. These 2 are like my first knit sweaters. They're very messy. Maybe I could fix Yeonjun's because his is supposed to be distressed, and then because there's just like a really wonky part on it that's not supposed to be like that, and then I could sell that. But for Sooonnn's, it's just bad knitting. And then for this is the smiley face sleeve thing. I just really like this. So I might actually wear it because it's pretty plain. I have some other things like, this one I would sell, but I don't know how to weave the ends in because it's so, I don't know. I guess I could figure that out, but still, like if you accidentally catch one of these and pull it, it will be a mess. Like it won't look nice anymore. So I don't know if I want someone to have to deal with that. As for this, I can sell it once I change the top part. I ran out of the yarn, so I finished my like video tutorial thing with a different yarn, so it doesn't look that great. So I can fix that and sell that. Same with this, I'm just gonna add some stuff to that. Now I've made a mess. As for my taking aparts, they're just things that they don't work. This was way too tiny. Look at that. Doesn't even stay on my head if I force it. And then this is my first time doing an inset sleeve, and I did not do a good job of it. So these 2, like, I don't know, like I made it wrong. So it's kind of wonky. And I don't think, like I would have to take it, Alexa stop, I'd have to take it all apart to redo it. But I mean, I don't know, I could try this on again and see if it looks okay, but it's just not right. So I don't really want to sell it. And same with this. It's really nice. It's really cool. And maybe if I redid like the sleeves, I could sell it. The sleeves, the straps, because I don't know, unless people are into that, I don't know. Oh, I'm sweating. Okay, this is crazy. Now I don't know what to do with this pile. Didn't really need to do that. I could have just picked through my pile, but I was excited to just see what I'm working with. And now over the next week, I was gonna say over the next week, but this looks like more of a freaking eternity's work of weaving in ends, but it's good to do a little bit every day instead of doing it all at once and wanting to die, even though I already feel that way. Just looking at it. Seeing this area clear for once makes me so happy, and thinking about what could be, because it's been like that for so long now. I just got a bunch of stuff in the mail. I've decided I'm doing it. Haha, surprise. I was still 50-50 about it, but I thought I would end up doing it anyway, so I thought may as well. So I've got 2 sizes of poly mailers. Now looking at this isn't gonna be big enough. I'll probably need another size. I accidentally got a very tiny mini scale to weigh my packages. That's not, I don't know if that's gonna work. But I could always put a tray on top of it, right? And then set stuff on it. Then I've got a little corner rounder. This is the only thing that wasn't necessary, but I thought that it would, you know, make things look more professional. Like all my cards and stuff, which I have not finished making, but I have made the, I've been busy, okay? I bought my domain, I set up everything on Shopify. I'm using Shopify. I am very pumped, but I'm planning on opening in just over a week, so it's a little bit stressful, but at the same time, c'est la vie. Or what's the one that I always say wrong? Amor fati? Amor fati? I don't know how to pronounce that. So I have my little care instruction card set up on Canva. I'm learning to use Canva. It looks cute, it's green, it's pretty. The only thing is I don't have my craft paper. It comes in later today, but I have my Christmas gift for my mom. Christmas gift? What? It's because it looks like Christmas, but it's her birthday gift, and it's probably gonna be late now. I tried calling her to like ask her if it's okay if it's gonna be a couple days late, because pretty sure her birthday's on Tuesday and I obviously haven't shipped it yet. I wanted to pack it up, use it as my test order, and also it'd be nice to get her input on like quality of the prints and stuff, which she wouldn't see if I just show her over FaceTime. So I'm kind of taking this opportunity to do that. I'm currently opening the, oh, they're twice as big as I thought. But like, say someone orders multiple things, like, or a big blanket, this isn't gonna be big enough, so right away I think I'm gonna have to order more larger ones. I really wanted to get eco-friendly ones, not the biodegradable compostable, because those aren't freaking biodegradable or compostable anyway, but I wanted to get recycled ones, and I'm hoping to be able to do that in the future, but right now, like, it's 3 times the price, and like having to buy different sizes. Like I have this little one in case anyone buys like just a hat or something. I obviously don't want to be giving out 3 times as much plastic as necessary. Also not necessary, but I got a bunch of stickers for freebies, but I don't like them. I looked through so many different stickers and I settled on this one because of the price and the offerings, and but like this isn't what I remember seeing in the pictures, so I don't think I'll like half of these stickers, which sucks. Oh, well, that's cute. A hamster. Aw, that's cute. Okay, I don't know why they like put the ugliest ones on top, because look at this little dinosaur. Focus on the dinosaur. It's so cute. Okay, there's cute ones. Ah, a little dinosaur in a dinosaur thingamajigger. Okay, there's cute ones. I feel better about that now. We'll make do with what we have, but I shall order bigger ones of these, I think. Because even if I just have, like, say I sell this blanket, I'm weaving in ends like crazy. It's so sad. Like, say I sell this, would it even fit in there? Oh, maybe it would. But like, you have to pay shipping anyway, so I feel like, why not get multiple things? Okay, I feel like if I folded that up properly, it would fit in here. But again, people order multiple things, and I don't think I have anything bigger than this, but yeah. I have to spend more money. I just spent $80 on all this stuff. My craft paper included. That's coming in today. It took forever for them to ship it, which was sad because I could have got this out. This came in last night, so I could have sent my mom her present this morning and it probably would have got there in time, but not now. Not now. Now, what I've been doing is every day I've been trying to weave in ends. Okay, there's a bajillion. So this is my pile now of woven in ends. I've finished all this, or else there were ones that already had ends woven in, or this one that is beautiful, magical, and is supposed to be like this. That's my favorite. This is my pile of still to do, and I've left all the hardest ones for last. As you can see, there's a lot of granny squares. Every single color change you see, yeah, that's an end to weave in. And then I have other like more confusing ones like this. I'm going to be snipping in the middle and then sewing it very securely in the sides, because I feel like that would be annoying. If I bought something, I wouldn't want it to have a bunch of, or I'd find it weird at least to have a bunch of ends like that in there. This is what's on my to-do list for today. I've been doing 5 a day. Yesterday I did 5 literal hats. Okay, I wove in, I think they were all hats, and it took me probably like 5 hours. Okay, I was timing it for the first 4 hours, so I know know that it took at least 4 hours, and then I still had 1.5 things to complete after that 4th hour because I took a break and then I didn't really pay attention to the time after that. But wow, this is stressful because I have so much other stuff to be doing that weaving in ends for hours upon hours every day is really sucky. Because what I want to be doing every day, an ideal day would look like this, okay? I would weave in 5 things because I worked out if I weave in 5 things a day that I will be good for the photo shoot, which I am doing with my friend. I asked her to be the model because I do not want to be the model. I do not like being in pictures, which is weird because I'm fine with being in video, and she is model, so the pictures will look good hopefully if I can take them properly. So I wanted them all woven in by this Saturday is when, hello? This Saturday is when she's coming to take the pictures, so I want them all woven in by then. Obviously, if it's not a big deal if I have to like tuck in things every so often, I don't know. As long as you can't see the ends, it's fine. But you know, it would be ideal to have all the ends woven in. So the only thing is that takes 5 freaking hours. It's gonna take longer from now on because they're harder to weave in. Anyway, next thing I want to do every day is post a reel/TikTok/short. I opened up a separate channel for my shorts because I really don't like posting shorts on my channel because it looks stupid. I don't like it. So I'm doing a separate channel for them, which I don't really like either because then I have to like be switching between all these accounts and stuff. And posting to different accounts with like a sound is weird because how do I find it on TikTok if it's a sound that I saved on Instagram? It's gonna be saved under something different, or maybe it doesn't even exist on TikTok. I don't know. It's already stressful. I just did it one day yesterday and that takes like a solid hour, especially if I have filmed the TikTok as well. Then that's even more time. Dude, I don't even know. And then I was like, the expectations I have for myself. Okay, so this is what my schedule would look like if I was what I want to be in my mind. So I would wake up, I would edit for half an hour my YouTube videos. I would post my 3 like, you know, TikTok reel short, post that, or at least get it ready to post later in the day because I don't know if morning posts on those things work well. And then I would make a pattern. Yes, make an entire pattern, even though I've never made a pattern before. I made like half of a template so far for the patterns on Canva. But yeah, I'm gonna make a pattern a day and then I'm going to list 5 items on the website a day because listing is gonna take forever. It'd be different if I'm like, okay, I have 10 products that I'm just gonna make a bunch of and then list that. But no, I have over 50 separate things. So I have to make listings for each of those and I don't want to be a mad rush at the end because I'm planning on announcing that my store is gonna be open February 3rd, which is kind of crazy. And I'm scared. Part of me is like, yeah, I'm gonna sell out, but then I know that's not gonna happen, and also that would be pretty bad, wouldn't it? Because this is the first time I'm doing anything like this. If I run into any bumps along the way, especially with doing the website myself, like I don't know if I'm listing things wrong. My worst nightmare is if I post things and for some reason it's not letting, or it didn't go through as there's just 1 item available and then someone's able to buy multiple of the item and then I have to make those items before shipping them out because that's ass. Anyway, I'm freaking out rambling. Oh, and then on top of that, my schedule, I need to also be putting hours into making a YouTube video as well as, well, at the same time, because it's basically, I'm gonna be making videos of almost everything that I'm making. So YouTube videos as well as making new stuff. I've been trying to come up with things that I don't mind making a ton of. Like if I kind of do want things like stocked in my website, like regular stock items that I can put like 5-ish of up on there. So I'm currently making a hat. It's gonna be a binky bong hat. It's gonna be so cute. And I'm making a pattern for it at the same time. So that'll be fun. This hat's pretty easy. But again, anything that you crochet takes freaking hours. So I don't really know if that's ever gonna happen because I'm also trying to make like a card holder. So I was like, it's tiny, so it won't use much yarn. And yeah, it doesn't use much yarn, but how much time does it take? Okay, all these pieces for it, I haven't even sewed it together or anything. We're probably 4 hours worth of work already, and people get annoyed whenever small things cost a lot of money, which is annoying to me because this is gonna be handmade. This was like probably $40 from Herschel's. Herschel? The Herschel supply company brand. Yeah, they sell these for like 40 bucks. But if I list this for like 40 bucks, people will be like, what? If I'm charging for it properly, it'd be like $80. Okay, so it turns out the freaking... I'm acting so stressed, but for what? I'm just annoyed. The stupid... What is it even called? The cardstock is not gonna be here now until my mom's birthday. Yay. So what do you call it? Not compromise. Whatever the word is for made do. So I made my little cards, okay? My like packaging. I think this could be smaller. It's so cute. It has the little rounded edges, but I didn't have cardstock and I didn't have anything like cardstock. So this is literally printed on, you know, like duotangs, like the folder, like I just cut it off of one of my duotangs. And so that's what that is. But I feel like it'll be the same thing. I use my little corner rounder thing. This, I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this card. I just didn't really have much time to think about it tonight because I want to get this shipped out tomorrow. This QR code just leads to a happy birthday video on YouTube. I don't know if I'll just put it so that it leads to my site or give a discount or whatever. We shall see. And this is just the care card. So I'm also thinking, no, I don't really like scents, but I am living in a kind of musty, smelly basement. So I'm kind of like wanting this to smell good. Does paper hold smell? I don't want to overdo it because I'm actually like sensitive to smells too. So I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight with that on. Okay. Maybe this isn't a good idea, but my mom showed me my tester. 100% thinking she won't even notice it, to be quite honest. So we've got this. Oh, and my stickers that I go through and pick out stickers that she'd like. I don't think she'd do anything with stickers, but you know. Look at this! Shininkai! Look who I found. This is a really random bunch of stickers, my goodness. But I found some that, well, I picked a cake because it's her birthday and some coffee because she's an addict. They're so freaking cute. Look at this color. This is the prettiest purple color ever. It doesn't really go with my branding, but it's cute. It's whatever. Oh, I'm going to write on the back of, well, I was gonna write on the back of this, but now it's very dark blue and I don't think she'll be able to see it. So I'll probably stick some regular paper on there and then write a little message. I ended up using just the scrap piece of duotang that I had left to write my little note. Don't even try to read it. My writing is illegible. And that will be just like a card, I suppose. I'll stick that in there with that. This is nice and schmilly. This, and then I have my poly mailer. Black isn't very crafty aesthetic, but it is my aesthetic, but definitely not the aesthetic that I make and or am going for. But if this is my first order, guys, it's actually not. I shouldn't say that because then that makes the first order less special. But this is my first attempt at packing an order. Everything I could have ever dreamed. Look how stupid these gloves are. It's my first attempt at making gloves. It did not work out, but I'm sending them anyway. It's hard to fit everything in here. Oh, my little thingamajiggers. He's so cute. I think that's it. I don't have a packing slip. All right, speak now or forever hold your peace. Or no, I've already failed. You know what? I'm just gonna take some practice, I guess. Ooh, it's so cute. It's so tiny. Oh, I should have squished it more because then shipping costs less. Well, we messed up. I'm going to weigh this with my little tiny scales now and put a packing sticker thing on it. Okay, so it turns out my scales not gonna work. They only weigh up to 500 grams, which is like just over a pound, I guess, because that's when it says overload. So I need a new one of those. Great, we're spending more money than we thought. Also, this, can't show you any information. With the taping doesn't look that great, so I'm gonna decorate it with a little sticker. And I chose a butterfly because my mother hates butterflies and I think it's funny. She doesn't hate them, she finds them creepy. I can't get this out. Very cute. I'm a little more embarrassed to drop it off now, but whatever. I need to go now so that it will get delivered. I'm still hoping it'll be there by her birthday because my guaranteed delivery date is apparently the day after her birthday. So I feel like it might get there a day early just cause, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. Even though I'm in my pajamas, it's only 7:30, so it should be open. I am changing our trajectory because we only have today, tomorrow, and Saturday morning to weave in the ends of all these things. And yesterday I couldn't even finish the 5 because I got so freaking frustrated and stressed out like just doing it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold up these pieces. I'm gonna see any hanging bits that is gonna interfere with the picture taking, and then I'm going to weave in those ends only so that I'm not super stressed out before the shoot. Obviously I would prefer to have everything done before the shoot, but that just doesn't seem possible. If I can get all this done, then I will go back and start weaving in all the ends. Obviously have to be woven in before I sell anything, but you know. We make do. So my friend Geraldine is coming today to take photos. Do I have everything ready? No. I almost managed to finish weaving in the ends, like the necessary ends of the last like 10 or so items that I had. I sewed in the ends of all of like 2 of them, which was nice. Less things for me to do later, but I am currently still working on this one. I'm almost done doing just the outside squares that will show in the pictures, and then also the other one with the most ends, the sooonnn's cardigan. My goodness. But I still have over an hour until Geraldine comes, so I hope that I can get— I did start that one yesterday, the cardigan, so hopefully that's almost done. I think I did like half of the ones that I need to do, and then for this hood thing, it's almost done as well, I think. And then I went ahead and laid out all my pieces so that it's easier when we're taking the photos, because this is obviously gonna take a long time. I want it to be as easy as possible for Geraldine, because like freaking she's amazing for even deciding to do this. She's excited about doing this, which is great. So I ordered them, and basically I want to do hats first, unless she doesn't want to because of her hair or whatever reason, but I just think that'll be fast because it'll be just like and then I've organized the rest kind of in what she needs to wear underneath them, just so that she's not changing her base outfit a lot, because that's gonna probably take the most time and also be exhausting for her. I find changing exhausting, at least. And then I have my little area set up. I just taped this paper to the wall, or to the fridge, because I feel like the fridge would create weird things. And I have my ring light. I know it's weird that I just own a ring light, but I've had this for years, so it's very convenient. Hello, there's nothing to focus on. I can't really test this yet because I don't really have anyone to oh, that's a really dark shadow. To play around with it whenever Geraldine gets here, I suppose. I might have to use that as like just for the back, but then it— oh, I don't freaking know, okay? Frick. I don't know. What if I turn this up? I don't know. And then I'm also going to be— oh, that'll be better. Look, it's getting rid of that shadow. And then— no, it's not. Okay, anyway, figure that out later. This I'm also gonna use, and I tested it out this morning. It's gonna look amazing for like my main photos. I just want it to be lay flat photos for the thumbnails of everything on the site, just so that everything looks neat. So I just basically— I put the thing on the floor, and then I have my light turned all the way up, and then I'm just like hovering over it, taking pictures. I think those are gonna look good, and I'm probably gonna feel— no, I don't want to say that. I was gonna say I'll feel less stressed after today, but that's very much not true. I think it would be a huge relief if I had finished weaving in all the ends, but I know that I'm still gonna have to continue that for the next week, and the shop goes up on Saturday. That is my plan. I'm sticking to it regardless. And then I haven't even made a single posting yet, so I don't know how much work that's gonna be. It's gonna take a very long time because I have so many pieces. And then also, I have not made a single pattern. I have made things and taken pictures as I made them for patterns. I don't know why I'm saying that like multiple. I did that once, but I haven't actually gotten around to typing out the pattern, and then I'm just gonna test it myself, because why not? And then I get extra products to sell as well. And I know that's not ideal, because obviously I'm gonna understand my wording better than anyone else, but I don't know. I'm just gonna post them really cheap and we'll see. Honestly, I'm so stressed that but excited at the same time. So it's been such a roller coaster. Like, I'll be pumped and motivated, and then the next hour just like I don't want to do anything, and I'm frustrated, and I feel like screaming or crying or both, and then the next hour I can feel like, oh, this is nice. So it's been a ride already, and I haven't even started. I'm hoping this is the most stressful part, getting everything set up, because I only gave myself 2 weeks to do it, so it makes sense that it's stressful, and hopefully it never gets more stressful than this, and I get better at handling everything. I don't know. It is the next day, meaning that we have 5 days until the shop launch, which is— or 6 days, I can count, which means I don't have a single listing, so that's a bit stressful. But actually, I don't know how long a listing is gonna take to put up. I will probably be stressed after trying that and seeing that it takes a very long time. But for now, I still need to do my shots, like my lay flat shots. So I'm gonna do that now. I don't even know if I showed you. I probably just showed you my feet. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna take all the pictures of the hats now. I probably won't have time for much because, the drum roll please, I got a job. They can only offer me 2 shifts a week, which is not enough, but it is a lot more than nothing. So that's a little bit of the stress off. And now I'm going to take pictures of these hats. And then I'll probably finish taking the pictures of everything when I come back from my first training shift because it's only 4 hours. And then if I have time, I'll go through and try to edit all the pictures. That actually took no time at all. I am gonna have to buy another one of these though, because for shooting the bigger things, I'm just gonna lay 2 together because I don't want to have to edit everything too much. So I'd rather just have the blank background in it, and those are only like $2 if that. So I shall do the rest when I get home. I just shot all of this, the smaller things, in like less than half an hour, so that was nice. It is now 2 days till launch. I haven't really been filming much, but the past 3 days, today included, I've been entering in all my stuffy stuffs on Shopify, setting up all the listings, which takes quite a bit because you have to have like the description, I have to measure everything, you have to weigh everything, I have to get the whatchamacallit code for customs, and like all these things you have to enter in every single time. And I feel like there should be a way so that I can put the same customs information for multiple things at once, so I don't have to do that over and over again. But I tried looking it up and I couldn't find anything, so I'm just going to keep going, and if I figure out how to do stuff to make things easier, then yay. If not, I guess it's fine, because I can do like 10 or more in an hour, which isn't horrible. I only have like 50 listings. I'm just finishing up now. I got my bigger scale in, it's much bigger, but it's also annoying to weigh things like clothes that can't sit properly, so I have a cookie sheet there just so I can weigh things properly. And I'm still not done weaving in ends. I think I have like 10 more pieces to weave in, but like it's a lot for those pieces. Like those are the biggest pieces for me to do. I decided that I'm actually going to try to open my shop on Friday instead of Saturday, which gives me one less day, but at the same time I'm now going to be working on Saturday morning, so I would like to have a whole day dedicated to my first launch in case something happens. I think that would be smart and more exciting. I don't want to be exhausted from work. Also, I just want to say thank you. I freaking love you guys so much, and maybe that's cringe to say, I don't know, but you're all just so nice and sweet, and they tell you not to share your like goals and dreams with people in case, because you don't know who's gonna be like negative and put that negative energy out there. But like I feel like you guys are the opposite and totally manifested my job, because it was only what, a couple days after I complained about not having a job and it being hard to find a job, and it was like a month of looking for things, and then all of a sudden I'm getting interviews and I got a job. It's only 2 days a week, but it's something, and wow. That is a stress relief and makes me happy. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up this, then we'll go on to the next thing. So this is interesting. So I just put my link on my Instagram yesterday, and I guess people have already been going on the website and checking. Literally the website right now is just, what is it? Just this. And like I checked it once yesterday because I was like, oh, maybe it was me. But it's cool to see like people are actually, wow, already? Now I'm scared. Someone visited from Saudi Arabia. Wow, that's crazy. I see you. Oh, where'd you go? Oh my gosh, and one from Russia? This is me. I'm pretty sure there's no one else. So I finished designing my, well, I already had this, obviously you've seen it before, the instructions, the care instructions, and then I also remade my little thank you card, and the idea was to be able to write on the back of it. And why I made it so small was so that I don't get carried away writing to you guys, because I freaking would do that for hours. But it ended up too small. I mean, it'd be fine. It's just, and I did not open the cardstock until now because honestly, I guess part of me knew, and that's a big honking stack of this, but it's so freaking thin. I would not call this cardstock. I would call this slightly thicker paper. What is this false advertising? Also, I don't have like a guillotine thing, so they're all different sizes, and I keep going to like, you know, like try to arrange them properly, but look at the size difference because this is my cutting skills. Hello? Freaking focus. wow. And then also I thought I could get away with doing the designs almost very much to the edge of the paper, because whenever I printed it on the duotang, I just must say that the duotang was much better quality. The colors came out a lot better on the duotang as well. Hopefully that doesn't mean I'm running out of ink. I'm gonna use these anyway. I'm gonna use the paper anyway, although that makes me sad. I won't be able to write on the back of this because it'll be so see-through. Like, I can see. Well, maybe just write on a sticky note and put it, but then that defeats the point of this card. I would really love to be able to just like stick them together, but you know, if you like glue and then stick, it gets all warped. So that probably won't work either. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't have a guillotine. That was gonna be one of my next purchases if I make money off of this store, to invest in that, because it's obviously gonna save time, because since they're all different sizes, I have to do this one at a time. So every single corner one at a time. It's fun right now, but I'm sure I'll get sick of it. So I only ended up with, because some of these are messed up because I went straight to the edge and it got cut off. But I'm telling you, when I did the duotang, my printer printed right to the edge and I was like, whoa, I've never seen this before. My printer must be amazing. It's just the duotang magic, I suppose. So I have 9 of these, I think, and 6 of these. So I'm manifesting 6 quarters. I'm not gonna do any more now, just in case. I didn't want to jinx it, you know? But yeah, that's where we're at. I'm gonna rearrange these for next time now though, just in case I somehow forget that that didn't work out. And then probably eat lunch, because I keep forgetting that I'm hungry. It's 2 o'clock. I just realized it would be super cool if I could like put this on a roll, like a sticker roll, and then just stick that on the packages. Smartness. That is an idea for when I have money. The store launch is tomorrow. Am I stressing out? A little bit, but like in a good way. I'm excited. I spent most of the morning lying in bed just like finishing up my stuff, and I probably would have stayed in there longer, but my battery was dying on my iPad, so I had to get up and plug it in. And I should have got up anyway because it was close to 12 o'clock. So I've got quite a bit set up. I filled out all my policies, because you have to fill out like return policy. I'm not offering returns because I don't really know how I could do that. And I like just all these technical like terms, services, things that I don't understand, but they like give you templates. So I just like went through and made sure everything, well, what I understood of it made sense. And I completely forgot to say that I have been posting. Well, I said I was gonna post once a day on TikTok, Instagram, and Shorts, YouTube, but I am kind of scared of TikTok. Like, I love TikTok and TikTok was my main thing before, but I'm scared of teenagers. They're kind of mean. So I've just been posting to my Shorts channel and Instagram. And the Shorts channel, in my mind, blew up because I already have over 100 followers and I just set that up 7 days ago. And then Instagram is a bit slower, but one of my reels is actually going pretty well today. I didn't post anything yesterday. Yesterday was the first day that I didn't, because I did 7 consecutive days, and then yesterday I was like, I fully intended on doing it the entire day, but then I just didn't. And it's kind of really annoying because I guess they want different things, or like I posted the exact same video to Instagram and to YouTube Shorts, and the YouTube Shorts one, it was my entire outfit in a day video, and the Shorts one has probably 100k views at this point, whereas my Instagram one has 2,000. To be fair, I used a K-pop song on the reel, and I used Feather by Sabrina Carpenter on Shorts, and that's trending. Or maybe it's just because there's not very many Shorts in the world, so YouTube's like, come on. But also they don't really, my other ones haven't really blown up. I got like 10k on another one too. So my Shorts are doing better than my reels. Can't really give any advice on anything yet because I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm just putting stuff out there. I completely forgot that it is the first today, and I therefore have to pay my bills, pay rent. Ah, 'tis a sad day indeed. I now have $284.69 left in my account. Could be worse. Also, I have a lot of savings, so don't worry, but it's in my tax-free. I'm trying to go as long as possible without having to take that out because I have never touched that before. That is my life savings right there, or at least my like adult savings. It's kind of sad, but it's it's more than a lot of people have, I would say. Now that I'm actually getting started, I'm super pumped about Shopify. Like, I think like it's really worth it, even if I am paying $50 a month, because I thought I was going to have to have like a separate thing for emails and then pay for that and make my own emails. But everything is on here. Look at this. Okay, wait, hello, look. So whoever subscribed to the thing on the page, I mean, I only have 2 so far, but wow, that's even cool. And then I like get to customize these. Ignore my fingerprints, okay? But I get to like do these templates and stuff, or like customize the templates and send out these emails. I'm obviously not gonna spam them. I hate getting emails, but that's exciting. I'm so excited. I just test sent it to myself now and it didn't come. So I'm guessing it went to my junk. That's not good. Ah, it's not in my junk either. Even better. What the freak? Aw, well there goes that. Also, I was like totally not wanting to treat this as a brand. I was just wanting to like sell my own stuff, but like have control over my store. So it's more fun. But I got kind of excited and I made a logo. I made 2 different kinds. Like one with the green background, white print, and then one the other way around. And it's a bit messy, but I tried so hard to make my own freaking planet thing so that, you know, it would be less messy. But I can't draw. So I gave up. And that being said, I'm not being that picky with my site either. I'm gonna set up like it basic and then leave it at that for now. My logo makes sense with my name, but my name and the logo doesn't really make sense with what I sell. But it's whatever, it's for fun. I really need to start making announcements that tomorrow's the day, like on Instagram and stuff, but I'm so freaking scared. And then I think the only things I have to do for the site is like finish up setting up the menu and like to be able to go into like categories and stuff. And then I think I have to figure out international shipping and also how taxes work. So that's fun. I got super stressed out there, so I took a long break. It is evening now, but I think I'm all done. It was just like tabs open everywhere, my brain going crazy, music that I was too interested in was distracting me. But yeah, I think it's all done. I'm gonna do a final check tomorrow, go through, make sure all the items are in the right categories, because I think a few of them I missed categorizing, and then I'll be done. And that was a lot, but also like not a lot. I don't know. It launches tomorrow. My goal is 1 sale tomorrow, so wish me luck. And I'll obviously have posted this video. I'll let you know at some point what happens.